Hello, hello. So, I do apologize for all of the system sounds. I was just making sure that I had not one, not two, but three backups of my hotbar setup. So especially seeing as Marauder is the one that I use for like all of my class stuff. Wrong thing. So, yeah. But last time we wrapped up the Paladin quests. I literally came home from work yesterday and passed out. So any hope, any dream, any vague vapor of an idea I might have of streaming again yesterday, gone. And honestly, I don't regret it. But I do not work today. And it is my genuine, wholehearted desire to get through the entirety of Marauder and Warrior in one go. It would be very neat. It would work into my plans very well. We'll see if it works out. Seeing as, all told, that's probably going to take me somewhere in the ballpark, 5-ish hours, give or take. Assuming that the Paladin quests are any indication. Now, I do have a few things going for me that I did not have going for me for the Paladin quests, among them being the fact that I'm aware of all the shenanigans which are required, and have already accounted for some amount of them. For instance, level 45 weapon means that I will not be struggling through the level synced things before I can swap back to my job. I've already got my hotbar set up, and the backups are ready to go for the break once we finish Marauder. I'm a little surprised you can see these people. We'll get to them 3 streams from now. I think 3? 3? Yeah, 3. I have thumbnails set up. That wouldn't affect stream very much. But with all of that out of the way, I think I will be getting right into it. Ho there, adventurer. Curious about the Marauders Guild, are ye? Any axe worth wielding that needs 2 hands on the haft and has a blade what can chop clean through a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and brutal force. If you're of a mind to make the Marauders art your life's work, then our guild welcomes ye with open arms. What say ye, lad? Keen to join the ranks? Well then, here's a bit of guild history so you know what you're getting into. It all started with ships, you see. What if ships got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without sturdy tools to lop down trees for timber. And since since only the navigator herself knows when a ship will run afoul of a storm or worse, it makes sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. But any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe is perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel and generally laying waste to all about ye. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the Marauder begin to take shape, specifically among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits, and that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. After the Gladian Accord was signed, though, the Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors, what sought to use their martial prowess for the good of society. Still keen, are you? Think it over, then let me know if you decide to join our ranks. You've decided then, you're ready to join the Marauders Guild? Alright then, all that needs doing now is to speak with the Axe Master himself. Sounds simple. I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bloke right over there in the middle of the room. Wernzoen is his name. Put some steel in your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him, lad. Good fortune to you. Man, if I think this is bad, just wait until I do fucking the rogue quests. I'm literally going to die. Yes, I'm Wernzoen, Axemaster they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of the Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfright our adversaries, we seek to overwhelm them. A Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Blauthota, but once more shall I challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild? Very well. Your name? Attend me well then, Arentel. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oft times be your own. I present to you this axe as a symbol of your commitment. Your first lesson shall be how to hold it. Now grip the haft with both hands and set yourself in a solid stance. You cut a striking figure, Arentel, but heroic posing is unlike to cut a swath through your enemies. You stand now as a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straight away into combat as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleating, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Limzo-Liminza. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs shall be your piteous adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each creature have fallen to your blade. Oh boy, I'm so excited to kill bugs. Would this really be a MMO if your first action wasn't just killing random rats? How? How didn't I have that hunt log? I beg pardon? Something fucky going on. Who knows what? Go in. I remember when Overpower was a cone. I miss those days, man. Give me back my cones, I swear. The one thing I forgot to do was to thematically change my mount, alas. Do you even have anything that, like, reasonably fit a warrior? I don't have any bears, I don't think, anyway. Do I? Behemoth. I'll do Behemoth. Fuck it. I never use the Behemoth mount. May as well. You are returned to me a different man. Already your face shows a harder cast, a realization of the slaughter of which you are capable. But there is much training to be done before you will wield the axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons, build your strength, and make of each swing an instinctive act. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable, relentless, such must be your momentum on both the practice grounds and the battlefield. At level 5, Arentel, you approach me with a marauder's strides, determined, unswerving, and bereft of the hesitation that marked our first meeting. I am pleased. The time has come for you to begin a new stage in your training. Now, what sets the axe aside from the gladius or the dagger? It is the raw, unstoppable destruction wrought by its thick, heavy blade, and that overwhelming power can only be properly directed by an extraordinary physical strength. Thus, we come to the core of this day's lesson. Such strength as a marauder must possess is developed through a traditional method passed down through the generations of the guild, a method that you, too, shall be taught to employ. Present yourself to Bowenbar in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further. I don't know, man. Thick, heavy blade. Have you seen the fucking paladin relic weapon? Fucking... basically, what swinging around clubs they are. The Axe Master told me ye'd be on your way. My name's Bowenbar. Good it is to meet a new marauder. Now, we axe wielders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right, our traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe. But you can't just use any old swing. Ye need to hit the rock just so. Rotgeim, a fellow marauder, is waiting just outside the Zephyr Gate by the bridge over the Rogue River. She'll tell you how it's done. I require an Aetherite crystal. Out of curiosity. No, still so. Wait. Zephyr Gate. You know what? May as well. Perish. Oh, everything's mad. I just wanted the hunting log entry. Hello. Greetings, lad. Ready to split some stone, are ye? I've 3 nice hard rocks for ye to build up a sweat on. Don't try nothing fancy now. Just hit him with a good, solid, heavy swing. That's the way to do it, lad. Now you've got the idea. Why don't you have at him a little harder with that heavy swing of yours? Hold nothing back. Oh, there's a blue mage over there. There a fate? There is. That would explain it. I can see you're a natural. My head's still ringing with the sound of cracking boulders. Take yourself back to Axe Master Rinzoen and tell him and let him know you're ready for something harder. Has the training loosened your muscles and focused your mind, Arentel? An urgent request for help has arrived from the Red Rooster's stead, and I have chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of megalocrabs has unwittingly elected itself the next test of your prowess. As this is your first outing on official marauder duty, you shall be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Solquib. She awaits you on the floor below. May devastation follow in your wake. I, Arentel, I know who you are. My brother often has me escort his fledgling marauders on their more dangerous tasks. I suppose Rinzoen expects me to give you the details then. Very well. It seems the farmers need us to clear out a megalocrab nest near the Morning Widow in Lower Lanasia. I shall trust you to find your own way there. Just don't forget your axe. I do think it is slightly unfortunate that they don't use Jonathas anymore. It almost makes me wonder if they should just fully retire the NPC, give him some like legacy lines. Like, once upon a time, I used to be assaulted by throngs of adventurers looking to receive knickknacks in return for challenges won or some shit. Just move it all into the achievements menu. At least give us something else we can do with those achievement coins, you know. Looks as if nobody's home. Mayhaps they knew we were coming. Aid! I need aid. Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers have got him. I'm told. Sigurd not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, Arentel. We need to move now. Let me at him, Chief. Ah, bugger and shite. Get away from me, ye bloody great bastard. I don't have Defiance yet. I don't have AoEs yet. Lamau. You know, maybe if you let me have Defiance, I could make this crab stop hitting you. I guess I just don't want you to have overpower for this. I guess. Eee, crab's dead. Thank ye, mister. I thought I was dead for sure. I can't even play outside no more. What with all these scary monsters about? Me mom, me dad, they was both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago. An aurochs as big as a mountain. I bet you could beat it. I make it pay for what it did to me folks. You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild full of strapping lads and lasses like Arentel here who will be glad to do just that. All you need to do is head home with your grandpa. Let us worry about that big nasty bugger. Consider your first duty a success, Arentel. It's time you headed back as well, before Wernswen begins to worry. I've left your corpse for the crabs. So, you have shattered the shells of the megalo crabs and saved the life of a child and saved the life of a child into the bargain. Okay. Thus does our violent craft prove its merit. Well done, Arentel. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that it is unusual for such crabs to be found so near the stead. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a more fierce beast. The beast of which I speak is a known terror in the lands of Larasia, ever seeking to expand its territory. And that boy's parents were but two of the many victims to fall to its rampages. It is a threat that must be dealt with ere long. Do thoughts of vengeance flit through your mind, Arentel? Nurture those urges, but do not yet act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you would answer the lad's cries for revenge, then you must grow stronger. Become the raging behemoth this challenge demands. Arentel, I've gathered what information I could concerning the beast that young Sicard bade you slay. The tales name this creature Kajuta. Those who have witnessed Kajuta in the terrifying flesh also call him the Stampeding Mountain, such is his immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards that distant goal, I send you to blind iron minds. We've had word that folk are falling prey to the claws of the local Galagos. Galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel their rage inside you and let your axe blade sing in righteous slaughter. Behemoth indeed. So a really nifty detail that you get from doing the yellow quests in Elpis. Is it a yellow quest? It might be blue quest. I'm pretty sure it's a yellow quest. I mean, I could be wrong. But the Warrior of Light, your character, it's your fault. Behemoths exist because of you. I will not expand any further. But every time that you wipe or get killed by the King Behemoth in the Crystal Tower, you only have yourself to blame. Every time. Oh, I thought they were birds. Anyway, tough quest. Oh, I'm thinking of, Colibris. Yeah. Incorrect. Please, thank you. Marauder's Guild. Welcome back, Arentel. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. though your efforts are to be commended, there's yet much work to be done. Kajuta, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these rapacious creatures and preserve the cargo. One day we'll get a job from on that desk. I mean, no, but it'd be nice. I'm still holding out hope that one day soon, maybe in 8.0, we'll get Corsair or something similar, or any job where the gameplay loop is the opposite of a red mage, where you spend most of your time in melee building up a meter to have a ranged phase. Perish. Anyone else? One more? Cool. I feel like that is a untapped gameplay loop. I'm thoroughly surprised. It's no way that's how Viper's gonna play, right? The dual sword class? Granted, in the drop action trailer, it does look like Viper's got some ranged skills somehow. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be a little silly if that's how Viper works, though. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kajuta's rampages. To face Kajuta himself, you yet require far more training. But do not despair, Arentel. As Axemaster and fellow Marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon. Until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone, this menace will fall by your hands. I see you have been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words. It shows in your bearing and your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Alport and western Ladacia. This monster is no Kajuta, but the threat it presents to the locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I am fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Reinfred. He took up residence in Alport some years ago and will gladly aid you in this task. With Reinfred's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide it swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. One of Wurzen's boys, are ye? Well, I've known that sprat since he was knee-high to a... Well, he was always kind of a big fella, was Wurzen. And now they call him Axemaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble. What you need to do then is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after, his name's... Beg pardon? By the by, will come running across the Whedon Plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory. See, so you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Asheron's blessings be upon ye. But a taste of how bad Ninja will be. I don't think it's too bad in the Arcanist quests. So at least I got that going for me. Perish. Go, thank you. I have been in contact with Reinfred, and he had not but praise for you, Arntel. Your reputation, your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There's one more task I would have you complete this day, a task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you have become. Report to Skapfkim, I think, where he waits on the bank of the Ageless River, and he shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. What level are we up to? Oh, 15 in only half an hour. That is not bad progress. Not bad at all. It kind of helps that they're not waxing poetic about, you know, the law of the land and justice. Aye, lad, I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here too. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles Rotgeim had you training on. To crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say. Ha, Rurenzen wouldn't send you out here if he didn't think you capable. Go on then, lad. You won't shatter the damn thing just by staring at it. You wanna bet? Pog. Ha! Would you look at that? And on your first attempt too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master for you. I knew you would return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. This feat of strength deserves recognition, and you shall have it in the form of a new technique. Adopted and perfected by our guild's forebears, the tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Though we primarily focus on close-quarters combat, you will no doubt find that having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kajuta weighs heavily on your mind, Arntel, but hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady, measured ascent. Arntel, there is trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kajuta? The boy's grandfather, Neddard, has recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd's gone missing. There have been sightings of Kajuta in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister, Sulkwib, awaits you at the Bismarck. She has been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. This one. No, why have to be like this? Rage, you know. Ah, Arentel, I assume you are here to discuss the missing child and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew. First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster Stead and learn what more we can from Old Neddard. Yep, I'm officially done with my blacklist, that being everything I really feel I needed to have done before Dawn Trail. And now I'm going through my blue list, which begins with, it's mostly just the class and role quests. So yesterday I wrapped up the Paladin stuff. The day before, day or two before that was Gladiator. After this, I'll be doing Gunbreaker. I'm basically going down the list as it's ordered here. Skipping Dark Knight, because I want to do Dark Knight last. You know. Start on a low note, end on a high note, you know. Although I will say that going through it again, Paladin was slightly better than I remembered. Slightly. Although, the ending of the 60 quests made me want to tear my fucking hair out, man. But, hey. Such lazy writing, man. Oh. I'll leave the talking to you, Arentel. Thank the gods, ye seems me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for ye. But surely, God. But surely ye can out the feeling... But surely ye can know the lad is feeling how he's boiling with with 8 for that murderous beast. Oh man. But surely you know how the lad is feeling, how he's boiling with hate for that murderous beast. And the last time when you came along like an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, ye lit a fire in his belly. Oh, the level 60 quests literally end with like the writers waving their hands in the air, going, "Don't think about it. Stop thinking about it. It just works. It just works." They turned it into fucking Todd Howard, man. Oh, it was so bad. So bad. And then after that, they just completely abandoned the Paladin fantasy. Your Gladiator, we're done, we're good, it's over. Go to the fucking arena, dude. Oh. He must have got it in his head to take revenge on the beast himself. Or itself. Daft little bugger. Any road. Once he heard Kajuta had been spotted near Alport, why he's shot through that door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of ye, find me little Sigurd afore he gets himself stomped to death. The big bastard Aurochs has spilled more than enough o me kin's blood. That damned calamity, I tell ye. I lost me wife and son, and me daughter-in-law in the aftermath. If it weren't for me grandson, I don't reckon I'd have much reason to linger on. Our course is clear. We must set out for Alport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, fucking Parfstrom often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. I'm trying to I think, like, the warrior quest gets a bit silly towards the end, but it's not bad. I don't, like, aside from that, I don't think any of the other job quests are, like, rough, you know? Honestly speaking, I think that 1 to 50 Bard is, like, on par with a Dark Knight, at least. And then after that, it kind of, you know, but... Have I seen a boy wandering about by himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guards here just watched a young lad traipsing off to the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our posts and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after him, pray do so quickly. Hells, I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Joke's on you, I am the Marauders Guild. Moving on. Have you found any sign of Sigurd? He must have been in a desperate hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself have come across his wood axe, a tool the lad took from the stead, perhaps. Gods below, Arntel, up there. Over there? It's over there. Oops. Kid, I don't think you're gonna kill him with a stick, man. Arntel? Hey, I've got my stance. Let's go. Look at me, look at me. Oh, I just realized I didn't put any of my mitigation skills on my bar. Oops. Not like it's mattering much, but... Step aside. Wurnsrun. He breathes yet. We withdraw to the Red Rooster stead. Follow my lead, Arntel. Long as maps. Only got one aetheryte in it. Couldn't have been like here. I mean, it makes sense why it's down here. Actual like civilization and shit, but oh. I must concentrate. Pray do not disturb me. Lots of dialogue to get from that. Love to see it. Ye brought him home. I don't got the words to thank ye. The lad's past the worst of it. He struck his head in the fall, though, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. I thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did, I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Alport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Pray accept our apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. Ye risked your lives to save little Sigurd. I was a man to find fault with that. It's me who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds ye took protecting me, foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There's not more we can accomplish here, Arntel. It is time we returned to the guild and focused on other tasks. Same dialogue. I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujuta. The wound in his heart festers and seethes, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be as a spur to our efforts. I say again, Arntel, Kujuta will fall by your hand, and I will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. Arntel, our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Kujuta has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of the beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujuta remains beyond our reach. Thus, I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Sulkwib awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Arntel. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of your axe. Go, teleport, thank you. Why? You've word from my brother, the pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But, from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kajuta, then it is you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. We don't want to disappoint the poor boy, now do you? Let us be about this trial, Arntel. I shall meet you on the salt strand in Lower Lanasia, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you'd like to forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. Actually, everything is in this map, man. The occasional dip into Elport. I think I'm pretty sure that Arcanists is like primarily in this area though. It balances out. Well, this should be the place. I don't see... did you sense that encroaching aura of violence, Arntel? Pray unlimber that axe of yours. Damn. That was rough. That seems to be the last of them. Compared to what we have faced before, though, it wasn't terribly... So this is the indomitable Arntel Malfren? Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that... We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. What are you playing at, you O's? Oh. No matter, we fight to win. To win, you say? Someone familiar. Gee, I wonder. Is that Clark Kent? It seems my underlings have provided you with poor sport. Very well, I shall take your measure with my own blade. Do not think to show me quarter, Arndel, for I shall surely show you none. Dude, I'm taking like no damage, huh? I'm not even using my fucking mitigation. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might just be enough. We are done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, Arntel. Worthy indeed. What a ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? They wore helmets. Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather he hoped by concealing his identity that the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is time you returned to the guild. Oh, and as a favor to me, pray indulge Wern Zen in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. Limza, thank you. Appreciate it. Arntel, I have heard of your skirmish on the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. Aye, the time has come for you to bring Kajuta's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. Arntel, your confrontation with the beast is at hand. Kajuta has made his presence known. Reports place the creature to the northeast of the Red Rooster's stead, in the vicinity of the Grey Fleet. There's little more for me to say but this. Harness all the strength you have built through your labors of sweat and blood, and unleash it full fury upon Kajuta and his menagerie of scavengers. Sicard yet lies abed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. I ask that you go to the lad before the battle, and tell him you venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. The time has come, Arntel, my friend. May your axe strike deep and true. Arntel, I'm sorry for making trouble. No, I deserved what I got. It's me own fault for not believing in ye. But ye came back anyway, and now you're gonna take that axe to Kajuta's head, ain't ye? I know ye can beat that bastard. Ye got to. Please, Arntel, ye got to make him pay. Oh, they're here. Hello. Might be as I'm sticking me nose where it ain't wanted, but I couldn't abide the thought of ye facing that monster solo. Kajuta's got his friends, so it's only fair if he's got a couple too. And what are friends for if not lightening your load? I already did some of the groundwork for ye. Seems like a farmer and his Wayne have fallen victim to the fiend's pack. If we follow the trail of destruction, it might just lead us to the big bugger himself. I heard Kajuta had reared his ugly head again and reckoned you'd not be too far behind. I hope you won't object to me lending what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I would see this tale to its end. Boambar, well, he felt much the same, so here we are, a pack of two to offset the ravenous beasts that follow in Kajuta's wake. You find a pot that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. You find a barrel that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. Wayne, farmers thee from drag bin have two appears that create a find you. Oh, hey! Begone. Fucking bot. And this is why I have links disabled. Okay, maybe I should have gotten at least Rampart on my bar. Granted, he's dead, so maybe not anyway. Perish. Yo, how funny would it have been if that was like a on Twitch.tv joke because it bans all links? That'd be fucking hilarious, man. If off chance, if that's the case, shoot me a whisper, I guess. I'll get it fixed. My Discord's the exact same as my Twitch. Comment on any given YouTube video, I'll see it. It appears our timing was fortuitous. My deepest apologies. The Axe Master carried me here so I could see. Ye did it. Ye really did it. Ma, Da, do you see? Arntel killed the bastard. He's finally dead. Thank ye. Thank all of ye. Arntel, do ye reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? When I was bigger, I mean. I want to protect folk, too. Keep them safe from you know, monsters and things. If you train hard, the knot is beyond your reach, young man. Then that's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. You'll see. I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. Well done, Arentel. I knew from the first moment we met that you would rise to meet any challenge. I saw it with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it. He brought down the mountain. It is done, Arentel. You have answered the boy's prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. Hold your head high, Marauder. I shall be awaiting your triumphant return to Limsa. I feel pretty comfortable in my assumption. Again, if I'm mistaken. That was truly a mighty feat, Arentel. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attaining the pinnacle of his discipline. In recognition of your achievements, I, Axemaster Rinzuen, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. This skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limits of your stamina. Though the thought brings me both joy and sadness, there is not more I can teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for ever greater heights of perfection. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that I am certain. You enter a realm of your own craft, in which even I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our art, you will return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, Arentel, may your axe ever swing true. And with that, and only a bit over an hour, we've wrapped up the Marauder quest. Woo! Not bad. Oh, that does end part 1. Duty. New game plus. Tank. Warrior part 1. I wonder. You know what? Yeah, that's kind of what I fucking figured. Arentel, just the man I was hoping to see. It's plain as day that you've no equal in our guild, and I've a task that I'd entrust to no ordinary marauder. To wit, I just received a message from an old comrade in arms of mine who now serves as a guardsman in Costa del Sol. It would seem that the fighting has grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Gege Ruju's paying good coin for the services he and his men. Any enemy who would fluster that bunch is not one to be trifled with. I've sent Sulkwib on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll praise you of the situation at hand. Why am I mounting? Hello. Arentel, ever sight for sore eyes, a nasty blade of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the best men at Master Gege Ruju's Or even the best men that Master Gege Ruju could buy find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you there to investigate the cause behind their burgeoning numbers. Ah, damn it all, Arntel. We must see to these beasts. Seven hells. There's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. I'll see to these shellbacks. You whelps just try not to end up as turtle grub. That axe. I've not seen it. It's like in. You just saw it like 5 minutes ago. The other guy had it. Arntel, we must do what we can. I can do it. Fuck mechanics. Worked out. Why did you attack the random sprite? What could he do? Oh, it was crazed. I can see that. That should send them scuttling back to their nests. You can call me Curious Gorge. One remark on the name, and I'll rip your ugly heads from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. You two are guards from Costa del Sol, I reckon. Not as such. We are of the Marauders Guild, sent here by Axemaster Rinzen to assist in the defense. I am Sulkwib, and this is my comrade Arentel. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a bogey. Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself with proper respect. You're Arentel, right? We only just met, but I see in you a strength not found in ordinary men. What say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw, brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost to the sands of time. Lost, perhaps in these parts, but where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer, and that is why I left the mountain where I was raised to come here. What say you, Arentel? If you would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls. The warriors of old, we have all heard the tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory is cloudy, but many years ago it was said there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows theretofore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this curious gorge? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying the display of strength we saw today, nor that he has taken a liking to you, Arentel. This could be an opportunity for the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? Were I in your boots, I would head off there without delay. I knew you would come, Arentel. Let us begin. Any man can take up an axe and call himself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, he must prove he can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say that I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who chose the path of the warrior, to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will, and granting you such strength as you never thought possible. Today, there is cause for celebration, my friend, for through you I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny the fear inside me that my mission will ultimately end in failure. For you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors detailing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to fully decipher the texts. Yet there may still be hope, for there is another who fled my village, one who shared my dream of passing on the teachings of the tribe, and can read the tome, my brother. Without him, I fear there is little more I can teach you at this time. But that will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the Chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask that you use the knowledge I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your wills so that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend. And with that, we begin the warrior quests. And I will be taking a moderate break. We'll see how long it takes. But I need to fix my hotbars, reboot the game, related, walk around for a bit, all that jazz. Usually I do this at the 2-hour mark, but I broke my hotbars for this. So, I will be back as soon as I can be. And in the meantime, I have queued up some music. Okay, I'm back. Honestly, way more painless than it was last time, as to be expected from my knowing what to do with it this time. So, without any further ado, let us get right back into it. Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you've not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be a much more demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor, and it's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorizing small folk. Don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike anything they've ever seen. Unfortunately, the time I have spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the chronicles, and I am sorry to say that I have made little progress. However, while I was on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of the Seven Hells, and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Alabathia's highest peak. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it, the power that it harbors. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicles concerns the whereabouts of these missing artifacts. Though I have only been able to make sense of the odd word thus far, still I must confess to some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here, we would decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I would have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps we still shall. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine. Such is the will of the spinner. It may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine, but I have rambled long enough. You are here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. In the southern reaches of Thanalan is the Segoli Desert, a god's forsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see. It is here that the Leviathan of the Dunes lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing this mammoth creature, you will soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-suited to the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within, and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. The Yu tribe that inhabits the Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I'd wager that they could set you in the right direction. The Leviathan of the Dunes saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago preying on a group of merchants south of Brigot's Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail, and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say that they died rich. Let me in. I have seen the beast. Stands 3 malms high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting fields some years ago and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for their tracks. Then run about making as much of a clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Not a hunt. It is. Didn't even get a special name. What a shame. Sorry about that. I'm still having my coffee, you know. Ah, Arntel, your crystal grows ever stronger. In felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When next you do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you have mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. Hello again, my friend. It is quite obvious that you have been anything but idle in your training since last we met. Your progress is heartening to look upon, truly, but it also serves to remind me that each hour I spend poring over ancient texts is an hour not spent honing my skills. I fear my worth on the battlefield is diminishing by the day, yet I am certain that my studies of the Chronicles will yield something of use. In fact, just last night I discovered how the warriors of my tribe came to be shunned by the outside world. Upon witnessing my people's prowess with the axe, the armies of these city-states began to incorporate similar techniques into their own training regimens. These are the self-same techniques I've been instructing you in, Arntel, ones which call upon the inner beast. The consequences, of course, were dire. Yes, their soldiers became nigh on unstoppable, but they also became wholly uncontrollable, and both friend and foe fell prey to their ensuing carnage. Of course, the heads of the city-states laid the blame for those atrocities solely at the feet of my kind, promptly banning the ancient art and imprisoning anyone suspected of teaching it, or so the chronicles say. What I find hard to grasp, though, is that never once during my training did my brother hint at this dark history, nor have I myself ever seen one of my tribe succumb to the rage that the chronicles describe. Could it be that the tales are mere falsehoods, stories concocted by some long-forgotten enemy who would poison our heritage and befoul our tribe's name? Who in their right mind would seek to sully something so pure, and why would my ancestors simply bow their heads and suffer such ignominy? That my people should be so weak, so utterly bereft of pride, is inexplicable. I refuse to believe it. It matters not if these claims are groundless. If they prompted my tribe's art to fade into obscurity, then the damage has already been done. Well, I, for one, will not turn a blind eye to this injustice. If none of my people will give the lie to the stories that have so tarnished our reputation, it shall have to be me. But once again I lose myself in history and forget the present. If you recall, I spoke to you of my former comrade from the company of heroes, and the great woolly beast we have been pursuing. The beast remains on the loose, and to toss ponds of salt on the wound, fell creatures that appear to be its minions have been wreaking havoc on the innocent residents of Wineport. Were you and I to succeed in quelling the threat, surely the people would see that warriors are no fearsome beasts, but valuable allies. Together, Arntel, we will win back our proud name. Now, let us away to Wineport to meet with the captain of the militia. Look, a convenient aetheryte. My friends, Wineport is much obliged for your aid. The fiends come relentlessly, and with few able-bodied men we find ourselves, hopelessly outmatched. Indeed, the western gates have been so besieged that we are currently left without any manned defense. Leave the defense to us, my good man. I will secure the western gate. Arntel, you defend the town from the east. Together, we will form a bulwark that not a single fiend can penetrate. Once the enemy has been driven back, we return here to back up the captain. Got it, Arntel? There's a raptor over there. That's pretty threatening. There's another one. Ooh, dog midges? Those are terrifying. Awful beasts. Anyway. Think the 12 you're safe. We have need of your skills yet. I just heard a scream, and I fear that one of the beasts might be loose within the village. Come with me. Such a flying. Good shit. You monster! Get away! Get away! Monster? But I... Come no closer, Arntel. I beg of you. I must return to the falls. Whatever has gotten into Curious Gorge. 'Tis true that he fought like a man possessed, but to mistake him for the very beasts he hunts, methinks the child's parents have been feeding her a few too many ghost stories for her own good. Were it not, friend, I shall speak to the villagers and clear up this most unfortunate misunderstanding. Do return to the falls and assure Curious Gorge that Wineport is indebted to him for his aid. It will unironically be quicker to just fly across. Arntel, please forgive me for leaving so abruptly earlier. It was a hasty reaction to a situation for which I was completely unprepared. While both you and I know that I was in complete control of my inner beast, I now realize that to the layman's eye it may have seemed that, well, the opposite was true. Mayhap it was this very misapprehension that lent weight to the lies which led to my tribe's disgrace. And if that is the case, then perhaps I should return once more to the Chronicles and endeavor to reassess their message in light of this discovery. Speaking of light, your soul crystal, Arntel, it sparkles. Does the soul of the warrior have aught to reveal to you? Any whispers of import? If only they hadn't forsaken me, as they did my brother. Well, yes, I suppose that is that. I must continue my studies, and you your training. I hope to have something new for both of us very soon. Until then, my friend. Wait, why do I have the wind of Nanamo out? The fuck? Does it save what minions you have out in that file? That's wild. Anyway, a capybara is pretty close to a bear. It works. Anyway. Welcome again, my friend. I was wondering when your travels would bring you back this way, and it just so happens I have some exciting news. I finally uncovered the clues pertaining to the whereabouts of the lost armor of my ancestors. As it turns out, after the fallen hero cast the 5 pieces from the mountaintop, 5 of his pupils set out to recover them, intending to restore their master's name. What is more, they were actually successful in this search. However, when it came to reuniting the set, the armor's great power began to work upon their minds, and not one could bring himself to relinquish his piece. Realizing that their master's fatal pride was born of the artifact's combined influence, the pupils resolved to keep the pieces separate, and to share between 5 the power that might otherwise have consumed 1. Thus did each of them carve his own place in history. The chronicles go on to say that years later, prior to death, each of the pupils returned to the scene of his greatest victory, and buried the artifact in his possession in a final attempt to prevent any one warrior from holding the set. And it is there that the pieces still rest. You may be interested to know that the armor I wear is itself a replica of the set crafted by my ancestors, identical in all respects save for its lack of the arcane enchantments adorn the original. I know what you might be thinking. If we were to bring the 5 pieces together once more, what would prevent us from being corrupted in the same fashion? Well, I've thought of that. What we need only do is trace the runes we find on the armor onto every piece of warrior gear. That way, there would be no need to worry about a single proud fool becoming drunk on his all-surpassing power, as every warrior in the realm would be possessed of the selfsame might. It's quite brilliant, if I do say so myself, so how about we split up and begin the search straight away? 3 of the locations seem quite self-evident. I would entrust the search there to you while I track down the other 2 with tome in hand. One piece is said to be buried under the great rocks of Boulder Downs in Corthus, while another slumbers peacefully at Camp Tranquil in South Shroud. The last of the 3 rests untouched at Parata's Peace in Western Fenland. Unearth those 3 relics and bring them to me. With any measure of fortune, I'll have tracked down the remaining 2 by the time of your return. Yep, this chest is just sat unattended for who knows how many 100 years. Just out in the open, middle of nowhere. No one's come by, no one's looked at it. Alright, and the last one is in Corthus. Of course, all of them are as far away as possible. Actually, you know what? Camp Tranquil wasn't that bad. Let us not bitch about things that aren't worth complaining about. Where? Oh, hi. So a nifty detail I didn't actually notice when I was going through the Paladin quests. These quests actually give you the armor. So, like, if doing these quests, mind you, you can still get them from the Calamity Salvager, even if you burn them. But if you do these quests, you can get the head, arms, legs, and feet pieces. You can't get the chest piece because that's given through a quest reward. But I thought that was really fucking nifty. I wonder if you can like sell them. This is like a way to get unlimited gil. And before it's like 10 gil, or you just can't. How fares your search, Arntel? Have you found aught of my tribe's ancient relics? Should you have the 3 pieces of armor, don them and show. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Why? Are you pleased? Ah, Arntel, that you found the gear is most gratifying. But what I would truly fancy would be to see you in it. Wait. Stand still for a moment. The armor so becomes you that I could not tell you had it on at first glance. But now I can have no doubt. I sense the power of the runes inscribed in each piece resonating with your soul crystal. This is the long-lost armor of the warrior. I too have found one of the relics, but I have run into an unexpected rub. When I donned the piece, I felt nothing, as if the lost treasure were no different from the unadorned replicas already in my possession. Whether the power has been lost to it, or must needs be awakened by means yet unknown to me, I cannot say. The ancient texts still hold many mysteries beyond my ability to decipher. But before I forget, I should mention to you that I did indeed track down another piece before I was waylaid by this current conundrum. You should find it sealed away at Red Mantis Falls. I would like my eye level back, please. Thank you. During the flight, I'm going to take them out of my fucking dresser as well. Chest? Chest? Chest. Get out. Get out. You also. Beautiful. I suppose it is for moments like that is the exact reason why the quests still give you the armor, yeah? Open the chest, please. Thank you. If you ask me to put this fucking helmet on, I swear to God. Well, that's a little rough. What level quests am I on? I see your search was a fruitful one. I'm pleased to say I have also gleaned some insight into why the armor I found seemed devoid of power. As I alluded to, the ancient warrior's armor derives its power from a concordance between the incantations engraved on the steel itself and the inner beast of the wearer. But my own resonance with the plating was too weak as to allow a proper connection with it, and now I think I know why. My soul crystal had once burned bright like yours, but since the events at Wineport, it has been reduced to a lifeless husk. Why this happened, I cannot say, but the tome is quite clear about what would happen were the powers of the armor to be bestowed upon one whose soul is weak. The inner beast would devour the mind of the wearer, who would go on a mindless rampage that would end only with the mercy of death. Yet, yes, not unlike the crazed fiend we battle. I believe that the armor sensed my weakened state, foresaw the potential danger, and knowingly shut off its powers to me, and I dare say we are fortunate that it did. I feel as though an apology is in order. At this juncture, I must tell you that I left the final piece of armor where I found it. The breastplate, as the piece closest to the warrior's heart, has powers far greater and more dangerous than the others. Uncertain as I was to the reason of my being unable to connect with the plate's mystical energy, I feared to take it would mean imperiling both myself and those around me. Your soul may burn stronger than mine, yet I still worry for your fate were you to put it on. Look deep within yourself, Arndel. When you feel yourself ready, only then come speak to me again. 45, and not terrible. Okay, so something just came up. I gotta wrap up stream. Next time, we will be wrapping up the warrior quests. Yeah. This does shine a light that I really should rethink the feasibility of my plan, but oh well. I'll still be getting through as many as I possibly can before Dawn Trail drops. And the last one I do will be Dark Knight. So, no matter what, before Dawn Trail comes out, I will do Dark Knight. So, I want to thank anyone for stopping by who did. I really appreciate anyone who gives me the time of day. And until I stream again, have a good one all.